It's in the game.
Alexa, mute my Roku.
I don't understand. A little differently this time and debunk these theories. Did you catch that algorithm? So as any great theory, it starts with The Simpsons. Episode 19 of season 23 initially aired in 2012 about, well, just listen to this. Look, that's our ship. The purple tongue is allegedly pointing to the hantavirus infection, sometimes appearing purple, with symptoms including purple spots on the skin and mucosa membrane, which is what our tongues are. And in that very same episode, this happens.
Emergency message. Outbreak of the deadly Pandora virus is spreading rapidly.
A virus outbreak on a cruise ship that everyone is now stuck on. Exactly how the hantavirus outbreak started in April 2026, with people panicking aboard and Bart even rubs it in our faces.
They're buying it. They're buying it.
Which is clearly just a massive coincidence. Debunked, moving on. There's this travel influencer aboard the ship who cried on camera about the cruise outbreak. The same guy who also pushed boosters really hard during the previous pandemic. What some people would incorrectly refer to as a crisis actor, who also did an internship as a videographer for the Center for Public Affairs back in 2016.
If you've been in a car accident in the last 2 years and suffered an injury, you could be entitled to compensation. Just fill out a quick
Well, that's all you guys have a full squad, so. Yeah, well, you know. I'm not letting you back out either, motherfucker. You're stuck, dude. Let me know when you get spot.
Pandemic.
Let me know when you get spot. I don't mind testing, I just don't.
Dude, you look cool as fuck like your dad being bald.
Yeah.
I think couples should have conversations where they just ask each other what they don't like about each other. So you can work on the things for your partner that you committed to spend the rest of your life with. My wife was like, listen,
I'm always one step ahead. One step ahead on the field, one step ahead with my oral health. I'm preventing problems before they start with Colgate Total. I'm even one step
there's a
ahead
lot of them, and
with
people are
moisture
freaking out
resistant
about the
sunblock.
next scary pandemic. So I'm going to do things a little differently this time and debunk these theories. Did you catch that algorithm? Santa Cruz with
You guys all sound like a bunch of teenage girls. they've been hanging out with you too much, Christy. How you been, Christy? I ain't talked to you in a minute.
Today, a game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today.
That sound was perfect, by the way, whoever did that.
School allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack.
Right about the same time I did.
Participants from last year's playoff, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Blue Devils ready to get this thing started and open the season.
Well, I'm the one that said you guys sounded like high school kids. Teenagers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So NC State's offense will start this game off.
Jeff, how are you, buddy?
These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions
Well, you know,
best
just
early.
had to put myself together a little bit ago. Got out the shower about an hour ago. Had to put myself together.
All the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Let's talk for a second about NC State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this offense comes up first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with two great plays.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. So Duke's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience.
I play the fuck out of that thing, man.
For this football team and for this offense, because of that guy, and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people
Took it
really
with me on my road trip to Table Rock, Nebraska yesterday, and it ran off my hotspot.
All the defenses has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust.
I can do that on the PlayStation too, since I have the Plus membership.
The offense getting set for a
Yeah, and I can stream games. I don't have to.
Finds his big tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Blue Devils with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And a nice crisp run, great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time. So this.
Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much
speed
that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Let's it go to the end zone. Grabbed in the middle. It's done. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? They stop him short.
I could play unranked, just so you know.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. NC State backed up in its own territory, just looking for some room on first down. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Wood. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Unsuspected and undetected. Yeah.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically.
Did you find your battery-operated boyfriend there, Chris? I'm saying it sounded like it.
Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. First play of the period, first down here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quick completion to the right. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wide open downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
So much for rule number 1.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the
All
end
day.
zone. 2nd and goal coming. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped as soon as he got it.
It's a frustrating play when you go first near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision.
Fuck!
Down NC State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then...
Lots of room to run. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken.
Got it inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
That fucking pitch is bullshit.
Nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the
You guys are getting your asses kicked, ain't you?
2nd and goal. Making side adjustments here. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And they will score! Touchdown, Duke!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half.
Yeah, with their bulletproof cameras, though.
In this football game, you trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, if you have a new baby, you should bring the baby blanket home so the dog can get used to the baby smell.
Headed to the field. They'll put this one in play.
Stop them from jumping up on him when you bring him home.
Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately.
Christy, how you been?
Still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
Yeah. Oh, you want congratulations or I'm sorry? Which one do you want?
Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
All right, well,
And
then I send you both.
Crazy things with wide receivers. Like, they want the football. They call for it just like he does here. He wants the football. But, man, you've got to make plays. And if you're going to be loud and you're going to be that guy when the ball...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
I got my foot amputated and got a prosthetic. I don't know if you knew that,
Doesn't
Chrissy.
say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch and now looking
It's been a rough couple of months, but we'll get through it.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop.
So you can't flick the bean anymore? You got to use the other hand.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Going right to work.
Oh, okay, so you're right-handed, so you're good to go. Good deal. Good deal.
And a big pickup of 15 yards there.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws
Oh, bad throw. Oh, he caught that.
Got it in the middle. It's done. And he's brought down after
I did not think he was going to catch that shit. I really didn't.
Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's got him. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the 1st half.
Between the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin.
Come on in.
Halftime update.
Man, great energy
What up,
in that building. There always is when these two
Come
get
on.
together. And a fun 1st half between
I'll play
these
my football
rivals. And a lot of coaches will
Yeah, I
say
mean, I'm on with
limiting
him,
the
yeah.
big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move
I'm
the
actually
chains
doing
guy.
this, yeah.
Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today
He's
with
a
a
left-handed
big
quarterback.
fat W. That said, let's get back to the field
No, they
and
scored
our guys
first,
in the
and then I
booth
scored 10 and
to
extra
see who
points.
comes out on top of this
No,
rivalry
I'm the blue
contest.
team.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Buys just enough space to cross the
Team is supposed to
25.
play.
Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on
I'm not
the
crippled. My
attack.
dick works. Ask
They
your
had
mom.
this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first
You know,
drive,
John,
you wanna
me 10
continue
years
that.
ago
You
would have
wanna
told
see
you, come
good
see me. I'll show you how
decision-making.
crippled I
You
am.
wanna see him play
And I'll
on
whoop your
time,
ass.
as always, delivering the football.
And I'd have whooped your
I
ass.
mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is
Oh,
built
trust and
around
believe me.
him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass
I'm gonna be
protect,
that
pass
guy. You're
protect.
fucking right,
Last
man.
second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That's caught. It's Hess. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
I was actually trying to order a shotgun cane many years
Third down,
ago.
A lot of times
Right?
it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Blue Devils look to keep this drive humming.
I'm high. I can do unranked. So
Looking
whatever-
to throw on first down. Looking
whatever
down
level
the
I
middle.
am.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang
Right in
on
your
to the
butt.
ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have a push back.
There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Ball State is currently ahead in this one, but let's remember, this program has just one bowl win all time, so nothing is a given in Muncie. They're up by 7 over Louisiana. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Floats it out in space. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the
My dick or
football,
your dick,
and
John?
went game time.
Not much,
Not much at all.
there, thanks to this senior defender.
Actually, that can't be true.
The ball to the
Right.
running back in space,
They had a
but
full
that
bar of
space
hell.
just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. We're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Wants to return it. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Off play action on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
That's a terrible throw. I don't even know why I threw that.
He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career eye.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trips left, one wide receiver to the right on 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
Oh, shit.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field.
He threw a little behind him.
And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give to the back. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. This time on target.
Knocked that off that motherfucker.
And he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, you wide
and
open.
Finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They've got the screen set up. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Yeah.
Oh, will they dial up on second and a long way to go.
Right. Put your ass down, bud.
Wants to keep it in the air. This time it's complete.
I'm in the fourth quarter right now. I got 4 minutes.
The tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Out of the gun, the inside give. The offense changing the play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
And the Blue Devils trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Duke. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play.
That's all me, baby. You see that?
Pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. NC State going up tempo.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Pressure coming, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and
I didn't really know what
And
the
he
fuck
knew
I was
exactly
doing.
where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
I gotta get that out
to his
soon.
running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3.
I missed
Not
it.
a chance. Missed it.
I got a minute and
chance to
50.
make this
I got a
lead
minute
20,
50
but we're still sitting on a
in
17.
the fourth quarter.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw.
I hit the quarterback, damn
He's
it.
brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful
I
from
knew
the
right
coach
when it
and
came
cost
up. I
your
knew
defense
exactly what I did.
15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got him in the flat. He
Play a
is
game yet?
stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on second down. And the quarterback is
just started.
back
Give him
at the
time.
35. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Here's a
Hey, look, I just want you guys to hurry up with the offseason last year so we can hurry up and let them go.
miss the connection here on third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm.
Oh, come on. You had to like my beginning of the season beat Northwestern. Come on now.
Drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They're in
I was excited to start the new season, man.
Rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the double.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it,
NC
Jesse.
State. I'm on
Your
their
job
zone
is
right
to
now.
score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like
Started
Steve
out with a
Spurrier back in
rivalry.
the day when I
Oh,
was
you're
playing for
done.
the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown.
I called it as soon as they said, I'm coming over. I'm coming over. I just got to finish this game real quick.
Game one, you
I got
wanna
44
come out, put
seconds.
drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about.
Yeah, I got
They
44
have today.
seconds and I'll be
They've been
done.
jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Charlotte came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in the Queen City had to sweat things out for much of the day. Could have been better.
I can show you. I'll let you know when I get done.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an
You
eye
do?
on everything all over the country. Sounds like
Why is it at the end of the season?
Why?
Why is it at the end of the season?
Gets down without taking a hit. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Finds a tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They'll put
There's
it
the guy that I made
for
turn over
41 on
twice.
first
Might have
down.
beat me, but I turned you over twice. I know you
Looking
do, you
downfield
silly
on
faggot.
first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It is
All I got to do is learn how to score
incomplete,
points, and I can
now
beat you,
there are
John.
4
Now that I
seconds
know how to get you
remaining.
turned over.
And this defense has put a game
sir.
together. Like, it is hard to put
Turn
all
him
the
over. Now
facets
turn
of
him on, you
defense
queer.
together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
Fires one high and deep.
Yeah, I've been trying to hook him up with my brother for years.
Final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. You waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first game's